To do a special new type of video, I'm going to be going over my top 3 games on the Nintendo Switch for January 2021. We haven't seen a ton of releases, but there are some hidden gems that have been releasing. So just to kick off the list, coming in at number 3 is going to be Sword of the Necromancer. And as you can see here, it is $13.49 in the eShop. It is rated M for mature, so you are going to want to be aware of that. But let's go into what my thoughts were on this game. So Sword of the Necromancer goes ahead and follows the tales of 2 main characters, Tama and Coco, which are a thief and a priestess. Nothing really groundbreaking there, so don't expect anything revolutionary with the main protagonist. But the thing that really set this game apart for me was that it is displayed with pixel art, a great throwback to many games in the past, with the opening animation and cutscenes actually being a 2D anime kind of style. And you want to know that this game is an action RPG with roguelike elements. Every time you go through a dungeon, the layout's going to change, as do the monsters and items, adding a lot of replayability and something new always to be seen. You're going to come across weapons, armors, and accessories all changing throughout the game. Each item is going to have its own use, so you're going to want to make sure to read what each item does. Now, the great mechanic that really made me get hooked into this game and love it is that every time you slay a monster, you can go ahead and revive it and put it into your inventory, and they'll occupy one of your weapon item slots. And you can find better monsters to continue on your journey, and you can replace them as you go. It kind of is like an RPG slasher meets Pokemon, which is just a really, really fun time. And it continually makes you want to continue to upgrade your weapons, your armor, your characters, your monsters. It's just overall a very unique flair for an RPG game in the Nintendo Switch market. All right, coming in at number 2 on the list is going to be a game called Cyber Shadow, and as you can see here, it is in the eShop for $19.99. You can get it right now, and this is an amazing game. Okay, so this game is actually made from Yacht Club Games. It's the same, dudes that did Shovel Knight, so it's kind of, a well-known brand at this point. And this is very much a Ninja Gaiden game. So, if you played those in the past on your Xboxes or PS5s or anything in the past, you're gonna love this game. But there are a little bit of tweaks, and it does have its own personality. So the story basically sees you assuming the role of a ninja named Shadow, who stands as the last surviving member of an ancient orders of ninjas, coming to Nintendo Switch January 2021. It's basically Batman, just straight up Batman. It is old school. It's going to focus heavy on jumping and slashing, but from there you're going to take down chapter-based bosses and acquire new abilities, which slowly ramp up. It also reminds me a little bit of Samurai Jack. Maybe I'm just tripping there, but that's just my opinion. One thing that really keeps the levels engaging is the way in which unique enemies and obstacles are constantly introduced. One level could be all about platforming and fighting, and the next one could be about a giant wall coming to crush you against it. So, there's always something new to see as you're continually going throughout the game. One downside of that, though, is that the game is actually pretty short. It isn't going to take you very long to beat it, but in the time you do play it, you're going to have an absolute blast plowing through enemies and jumping around these maps. I honestly highly recommend this game, especially for the price it's in the eShop right now. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Okay, coming in at number 1 on my list is going to be Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the Complete Edition. This game actually was released about 6-7 years ago, but has not been able to be bought for quite some time due to licensing issues. It's now available once again in the eShop for $14.99. Let's go over why this is number 1 on my list and why it's just a fantastic game. So for anyone who doesn't know, this game was originally a comic series, then turned into a movie, and then made into a game. And it definitely shows its influences on its sleeve. This is straight up a 2D brawler, but they do have RPG mechanics in this. Also, the presentation on this is just freaking gorgeous. Everything is so detailed, so lovingly crafted into the game. It is just gorgeous to look at as you constantly go through the levels, trying to defeat these evil ex-boyfriends of the girl that you are in love with. It is a wonderfully designed game with beautiful elements all around it, with an amazing gameplay loop that really just keeps you engrossed and invested in seeing the story play out. This game also has 4-player co-op, so you can go ahead and play with your friends, and they each can be a unique and individual character that really, once again, brings life to this story. I haven't had this much fun playing a game with my friends since Castle Crashers released so many years ago. This is just another great example of how the 2D brawlers still have space in the gaming world today, gameplay and how they are just fantastic when built correctly. That's going to be my video today, guys, on my top 3 Nintendo Switch games for January of 2021. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of any of these games, if you've played them, and if not, what were some of your favorite games that you've played in January so far on a brand new year. I hope you enjoyed the content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the Outlands. See you next time.